Hello everyone and welcome back with a new topic for today. This video is going to be about some stunning and beautiful English vocabularies. I focus and I accentuate on English vocabularies because vocabularies actually shape your language. So in this very specific video, I have come up with 10 English beautiful vocabularies and most common vocabularies as well, so you can start learning it and utilizing it in your language in order to give a beautiful look to your English language. So these videos are very helpful for the intermediate learners and for the higher learners of the language. But before we start and we move ahead towards these vocabularies, I have a tip for you people to note down these vocabularies, and after noting down these vocabularies, try to utilize it in the sentence. So for the next time when you encounter these vocabularies in a piece of reading, right? So it's actually repeated again and again. Why? Because learning vocabularies and sticking vocabularies to your mind is such a difficult job. It's not that piece of cake. So for you people, in order to memorize these vocabularies, a very helpful and a very mindful tactic would be to note down these vocabularies, and after you note it down, you have to practice on it and you have to make examples on it. And for the next time when you read an article or when you read a blog, right, when you encounter these vocabularies in that specific reading, so that's going to perfectly set in your mind. Let's start with the first vocabulary, which is fetching. Now, fetching means something which is very attractive. For instance, this word fetching could be used for anything. For clothing, it can be used for languages, it can be used for anything. It's a positive adjective which means attractive. For example, I saw my brother wearing a fetching sweater. Yeah, the sweater which I'm wearing, the jacket, is actually my brother's one. So I found it very fitting. I decided to wear it for a video here. Right, moving ahead towards the next word, which is load. 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 A synonym for this word could be praise. It's like when you give a compliment to someone, when you like someone's presentation. For instance, I usually load my students for their best presentations. So when a student gives a beautiful presentation, in order to praise them, you can use this word, I load my students. I usually load my students. Or for example, the teacher loaded his students for their best performance. Moving ahead towards the next word, and that's requisite. Requisite is something which is very important or pivotal. Something which is important. For example, I make videos on requisite topics to help students learn English in a short period of time. Alright, the next vocabulary is light. Now, light is my favorite vocabulary. It's a positive adjective and you can use it for someone who is young, who is charming, who's attractive, and who is physically fit. Now, whom example should I give? Alright, the people who normally go for that belly dance, you normally watch some videos on the social media. So those ladies are normally very fit, very young, and very healthy. So you can say they look light. Light. Alright, the next vocabulary, and that's coherent. Coherent is used for something which is logical. Now, most of the time, English learners, they make certain examples, right, which are grammatically okay, but they're not logical. I mean, they're not coherent. Right, the next word, and that is witty. Witty. Witty is a word which can be used for clever people who are very clever, people who are very crafty. Now, we do have friends, certain, like in my friend circle, I have a lot of friends such as, I don't want to name them, they're very naughty, like they're very funny, they're very clever, they're very active. So for those people, you can use the word witty. The next word, and that's empathy. Empathy is used for the feelings of understanding someone, like when you have the ability to understand someone's feeling, right? So you are actually, you can use this word for yourself. Empathy, right? The next word, and that's going to be the last one, and that is to rifle. To rifle is actually to search for something. For example, I rifled the whole room in order to search the remote. Usually, remote is something which gets lost and you're searching everywhere and you cannot find it. So you can use you search the whole room, you search the cushions, you search the cupboards, you search the tables, under the table, right? So you actually rifle the whole room. You search the whole room. All right, that's it. I hope you have found this videos helpful for yourself. Now, as I said, that I really love reading your comments, and reading your comments really ignites an energy in me. And I love those people who normally share their lovely comments. I want you people to write down your favorite vocabulary you learned today in the comment section below. For time being, have a great time, stay blessed and stay happy.